Welcome to Gold Circle Podcast.
Thank you so much.
Raymond Smith, I'm so happy you're here, and we just had a great conversation. And tell people where you're from and what your business is.
So I'm quite excited, to connect with you on the Gold Circle. It's just an amazing way that we connect with people.
Yes.
And I think it's quite divine. I see this as a divine arrangement by God. How we got connected.
Amen. Yes.
But I'm here in Ghana. I run Afrimass Network. We empower media business. We believe that media is a business, and as different entities or different business look forward to be empowered, where they attend conferences to improve what they do for their businesses. It's the same thing that we have to do for media.
It's true.
So my business focuses on empowering media business, where we look at advocacy, we look at media development, we look at sustainability, for people who are into media practice. Like any other business, you are looking at how sustainable it can be for generation. So we set up Afrimass Network.
Afrimass Network. Yes.
So to collaborate with professionals, collaborate with entities that promote the good of media and media enterprises across Africa.
So it's really across Africa.
Yes,
so
yeah.
Not only in Ghana.
No, not only in Ghana.
What countries are you based in?
So we work globally with professionals, and so we started post-COVID. My background is into media advertising. I have been practicing media advertising sales for the past 15 years.
Yes.
My first role as a media sales rep was with Joy FM. It's a local radio
Joy FM,
based in Accra, and I had the opportunity to start as a sales representative. And I learned on the job. I got a lot of interest in radio sales, and that opened that opportunity for me to build a career in media sales. So I've been a media, sales professional for the past 15 years plus.
Yes.
Now I call myself a media business leader because I want to lead within the African ecosystem when it comes to media and how we can use media as a good tool to enforce change. So that's what I've been doing for the past 15 years.
I'm just excited. My face is showing it. That's even the reason why we started this podcast. So how have you seen media change in the last how many years, 15, 20 years that you're in it?
Yeah, I mean, media has revolved.
Yes.
With technology. We won't even talk about AI, but media has revolved with the way we consume media now.
Yes.
Mobile has taken over, so mobile first to any other traditional platform. But media keeps on revolving because of the way we consume media.
Yes.
I see technology playing a major role in how we consume media. The technology aspect of media is basically to help us use media. I say use media for good.
Yes.
So it's not only the negative stories that we have to follow, but there are good stuff that are happening. You are here giving spotlight to business leaders, entrepreneurs. What are they doing for them to share their story?
Yes.
I think that is the golden moment for everyone.
Golden moment. We're gonna keep that one in. I love that.
Yes.
But also, what is your vision for Ghana, but for Africa as a whole, when it comes to the media business? Because actually, you started in sales, so you're right away at the business. You right away know it's a business. If I don't get advertisement money in, we don't get to run our content.
That's it.
So how would you say, what is your ideal African continent landscape on the African continent when it comes to media?
So I think content is key, and here we say content is king.
Yes.
Because when you create the right content, you attract so you create compelling content, you attract the right audience, then you can monetize.
Yes.
What we haven't paid attention is to understand who we are creating content for. So we need to pay attention to the whole in the content creation and be able to segment content creation. You could see that a lot of people are chasing, I would say, a lot of gossip content.
Yeah.
Trends
and
trends,
negativity.
content that goes viral and everybody is watching, clicking. That's what we are looking at. But here you are creating a very unique content that engages business leaders, entrepreneurs. So there's a certain target audience you're looking for, you know. That's what we need to look out for when it comes to content. Because the African story is beautiful.
Yes.
You know, but who is sharing that?
I have so much, every time I'm learning so many things from my friends, from my husband, like from the knowledge about the tribes here, and with everything from the kente to things that I come from the Netherlands, and then you buy things in the store, but then seeing the weaving of the kente, I've never seen it before, and then they even forget to tell me to look at it because for them it's so normal, and I'm like, I've never seen that in my life. I would want to sit down, interview, how do you make your kente, and then how do you sell it, that story. And I love that you say that, because I hope that we also can inspire the youth that is listening. Don't think that the only way to create content is to be talking about negative things. No. You can talk about empowering things that you are interested in to help other people.
Definitely. I think there's so much. Even at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, there's so many stories that connect with people. So we need to look at the audience. And I think creating content without looking at your audience needs, you'll miss it.
So it starts with research, actually, with paying attention to your target group, and not only busy. So it's finding a healthy balance with your own interests, but especially looking at the audience.
Because when you break down the audience, you look at the demographics.
Okay.
You know, the last time I was talking about who is creating content for kids, at what age? Because they're also consuming content. So kids between 6. Even from 1 year old.
Well, from my 3-year-old is consuming content. I have to police the content that she's consuming.
That's the thing. So content creators must look at the audience demographic with research, and there are a lot of research available online that you can understand.
Do you have some tips for people watching?
Yeah, I mean, I think that when you go on Google, and as a content creator, what demographic audience that your interest can serve them.
Yeah, just already type that in, and then you will see that Google even gives you questions that people ask about your...
That's it. The information, the resources are available. So creating content now, that's what I call that you need to put your thinking cap on.
Yes.
You can't just create content anyhow. Because there's an audience that you are meeting, and you're meeting the audience needs. So the more you think about the audience needs, the more you think about researching what kind of content am I creating? Because there are so many people you can address their needs when you know how to reach out to them.
This is so important. This is so needed, because I have so many people around me also, and so many people online are looking for how to be a content creator, and they think, oh, I need to dance, I need to sing. No, research first.
That's it.
Know what your skill set is and what your interest is, and then research what your target audience is. I love that.
There's so much available to create, and the power of AI gives you that opportunity to understand.
How would you use that in this media landscape? Because there's always a controversy around AI.
You know,
what is your opinion?
That's the conversation around AI, that AI is going to take a lot of jobs in the media and all that.
What do you think?
No. I think that it's a complement. It's a leverage. It's a tool.
Yes.
You know, let me share a very funny story with you. I work with different creators, and the roadmap is to find somebody who will create a script.
Yes.
A copywriter.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, I went on AI, got an idea, and then I searched on it, and it gave me a script. You know, but even that, I decided to use a professional.
Yes, different.
So I contacted a professional, and the person was able to produce the voiceover for me within a day.
Wow.
So the work was done.
How did you contact the professional? I really want to know.
So this is within my network. So I work with the person. Okay. So I said I have a script. So usually I'll get a copywriter to put it together and all that. But I just use AI to...
And then the person's a freelancer, I think.
Yes.
Well, I want to talk about that because I thought... Yeah.
And it worked perfectly.
It worked perfect.
So I think that even within the time that I needed to produce that particular production, the timing was very smooth or sweet for me because I use AI. Yes. So AI is a complement. I think that we are in a better age now with the complement of AI. I don't think that it's going to take away anything. If you know how to use AI as a content creator, it's going to add more value. Even the research that we talked about, AI can give you certain insights,
Yes.
certain areas that people are not even looking at when it comes to content.
It's true.
Then you can use it as a tool
Yeah.
to advance your content creation.
Well, my story to then share in between the Gold Circle podcast, the mobile setup, why we can be here at this event, is also because of AI. I really asked ChatGPT to help me with a mobile setup and
Wow.
multiple questions.
Wow.
What is the best that I can also take it in the airplane, in one suit, in one... But you have to come up with the creation.
That's it.
Because I said, okay, I cannot do the big mic stand because I
That's
cannot
it.
take that anywhere.
That's it.
Maybe want a mobile podcast.
Yeah.
And even when you're in a rural area, you have the power banks and
Yeah.
it can work even
Yeah.
if you don't have electricity.
Yeah.
So that's how, and then also the good pricing,
Yeah.
use ChatGPT and also YouTube videos that I watched
it.
and talking to some professionals that
That's
I
it.
knew.
Yeah.
But that's how we created this.
Yeah.
Because if I only had talked to the professionals, it's a combination. I had to also talk to them.
Definitely.
But also AI
Definitely.
to get that creativity
Yeah.
going. And I wanted to talk to you about it because we have now Gold Circle AI. That's our new
Yeah.
AI app that we're launching. And this is exactly the case that on Gold Circle AI, you will also be able to find your copywriter or your logo designer. And AI will help you find the right one that matches with your budget
Okay.
and with the skill set that
Okay
you
then.
need.
That's awesome.
And that's what we are
Wow.
working on. So
Wow.
I'm so happy that you gave that example because this is what's needed.
Yeah.
There is a lot of potential big creators here on the continent who don't have access to make money online.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pity.
I mean, it's great that you brought this thing up because in our part of our advocacy at
Yes.
Afrimass, this year in particular, we joined with the Ghana Digital Innovation Week.
Oh, that's
It's a whole week celebration about tech innovation.
when is that?
Oh, well, we just ended it last week.
And that I just flew in.
Yeah,
So
don't worry. I mean, I'm
yeah.
sure next year we will bring you on board to be part of it. And we looked at this innovation and sustainability.
Yes.
And because someone said that if you don't innovate, you will pass or you expire. So if we don't want to expire or we don't want to die if we don't innovate, it means that we have to keep on thinking
Yes.
to innovate
Yes.
and to come up with new things. So we looked at unlocking opportunities in media startups in the digital creator economy. What are the opportunities for first timers, beginners
Yes.
who are thinking of coming into podcasts, creating content? You know, they have passion for media. But what are the principles that can help them move from passion to profit? It's a process, it's not one day.
It's true.
This is a journey.
Yes.
So you may not create one content today and you want to go viral or you want everybody to hit on your buttons. It may be one like a day, but you need that consistency. You need that mental toughness
Yes.
to say that I want to stay on and produce this. To be
There's
able
a
to
lot
get
of
it.
mental toughness needed
Yes, you need that.
for the media. Yes.
Yeah, you need that. I mean, I said that some people come into content creation and like they want to be like the Woody Maya. No, it's taking years
Yes.
of consistency.
Yes.
So in content creation, you need that consistency,
Yeah.
but also understanding who you are creating the content for. I
Exactly.
think it's key.
But also being able to pivot if you see that it doesn't work. How do you think about that? Just to move in another direction.
It all boils down to the research because definitely you have a need to serve within the content creation. Definitely,
That's true.
you have a need.
Yes.
You know, there are so many business podcasts, but you have a unique approach.
Yes.
You know, and you're coming up with a whole lot of innovation to be able to keep that consistency. So there's so much to say.
Yeah.
Then there's that one person that the content will serve their need, and every time they watch it,
Yeah.
every time they watch it.
Yeah.
Now when they see the impact on their life, they'll keep on recommending to others that hey, you know what, connect with Gold Circle.
Yeah.
It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
You'll be blessed when you watch it. So they move from 1 to 2 to 3, and it keeps on growing.
That's amazing.
That's the consistency.
That's the consistency.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to even dive deeper, but
Yeah.
what is one gold nugget that you would want to leave for the next generation of content creators, media, and in terms of sustainability that you also talked about?
I think that we all need to understand the cycle of what we call the media profitability. It's a cycle. So it's just a very simple. And in our part of the world, people think that traditional platforms will fade away because of technology. It will go with technology. Brands traditional platforms are now looking at how do we integrate
Yes.
convergence with technology. So some people are broadcasting on radio, they are streaming live on Facebook. It's convergence.
Yes.
It will evolve with time. So what we need is content. And we need to think through content that meets the needs of audience.
Yes.
That will create compelling.
So really content is a business because you're solving a problem.
Yes.
What problem are you solving with your content?
Yes.
Yeah, what
I mean,
needs
we
are
are
you
here at the
fulfilling?
Global Entrepreneurship Festival.
Yeah.
It's about content.
Yes.
12 events running.
Content. It's content business this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So without content, you cannot create anything. So what I will tell the next generation who are into content creation is to take the content serious. Listen, have time, research into content. Content is actually the business of media.
Yes.
Without the content, media does not exist. Because who are
Content
you?
is the product,
It's
basically.
a product.
Yeah.
You know, who are you producing for? Who is listening? Who is watching? So understanding content creation starts with thinking. I would say thinking.
Yeah.
You need to put your thinking cap in. The more you think, the more you become innovative.
It's true.
The more you think, the more you become a way to bring solutions. The more you think of how do I do it differently. You know, and I could see you are thinking into
I'm thinking.
all this. Because
I'm even
each
thinking
day-
while we speak.
and I'm telling you, the more you think about this, you will see a lot of opportunities to explore. That's innovation.
Yes.
Innovation starts with thinking.
Yes.
So you wake up at dawn, you're thinking through how do we improve
Yes.
our engagement
That was
with
the
our
whole day
audience.
today, yes.
You know, and that's innovation. So the more you think about what you want to produce, you definitely will come out with something different. It may be the same conversation, it may be the same format, but you realize that your audience are glued.
Yes.
And immediately your audience are good, you will monetize.
Yes.
And that's how you can pay the bills.
Yes.
So I think that we shouldn't be in a hurry to create content without thinking about those we are creating the content for.
Amazing. I love this advice. Watch this one over and over again. I will watch this one again and again because, and I even want to know more of you. Where can they find you? So Afrimass Network, we're on LinkedIn. Yes.
You can find us on LinkedIn. But if you check afrimassnetwork.com, you can find us and we'll connect with you. We are here to empower media business.
Yes.
We run advocacy, the growth of media, the growth of media in sustainability. The future of media depends on the next generation.
Yes.
How are we creating the room for them? How are we mentoring them? And
Yes.
before I go, I started this, what I call the Newsroom Business Initiative.
Yes.
It's just to empower young journalists and give them the access to be mentored by senior, seasoned journalists who within the African continent. So we run it in person and then we run a cohort program. We've done first cohort program where we looked at ethical journalism. The next cohort program looks at the climate change, empowering storytellers. Because media is the one to tell the story.
That's true.
And we need to empower the next generation.
I love that. I would love to have you as a guest speaker or a guest on our Gold Circle Academy. We have an academy
Wow.
where we do webinars online. We have just started that up, so it would be amazing to get your contact and to have you also.
I would love. Listen,
Yes.
Afrimass is already a partner.
Yeah. Oh,
To
that's
any
amazing.
initiative that you're embarking on.
Oh, that's
No,
amazing.
definitely we'll work
Thank you.
together. And I'm glad that you have me on this set
Yes.
to share my knowledge, share my experience with you.
We
Thank you
want
so
to know
much.
more. I know how much you can pour into the young ones here. So
Yes,
and then
yes.
into me. I'm a student of you. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.